Welcome to Mac Stars. In this series on psychic astrology, I'd like to carry on sharing some of the experiences that I've had over the years as an astrologer. Several years ago I was out to dinner with some friends, and one of them had mentioned, I was kind of shocked by this statement actually. He said, Mac thinks that he's learned astrology through the books. And I said, can you reiterate that for me? He said, well, long before you touched an astrology book, you could pick out people's birthdays. And that's actually true. When I first became aware of astrology, I started to read the paperbacks and whatever else I could find on it. But in the meantime, as my friend reminded me, we could sit in the pub and I would pick off people's birthdays, birth dates often. So anyway, along with the intellectual knowledge that one can garner from studying the vast array of material on astrology, and there are many, many facets of astrology as well, what I have also come to terms with is that astrology is just not an intellectual science. It can be deductive. You can certainly, by a person's appearance and mannerisms and character traits and body form, you certainly can come up with a lot of very accurate information just from filtering that through that lens of astrology. But I'm also very convinced that it's in the ethers, in that anybody from a child, from a wee young one to elders can experience the wonderment of astrology easily. And what I'm carrying on about is this wonderful story about my son Sean. He's almost 20, and when he was 10 years old, and I certainly confess I have trained this guy and gave him a lot of astrology since he was a baby. No formal training, but he's got a good chunk of it in his consciousness just from being around his old dad. And we made up this game when he was a little guy. We made the game of if we would encounter somebody, that we would try to figure out their their sign at least, or their strong planet or whatever. And so one day we're at the mall and we're getting a gift wrapped for one of Sean's friends, because he's going to a birthday party later that day. And as the gal was busy wrapping the present, I said, Sean, what about her? What do you think? He said, well, Dad, I think that she's either Pisces or Sagittarius. So I asked her if she was born in March, and sure enough she was a Pisces, and she gave us her birth time, and she had Sagittarius rising. So how is it that a boy, a child, 10 years old, can look at another human being and go, Dad, I think that she's Pisces or Sagittarius, and picks up on the strong Jupiter influence in this person without having ever read an astrology book? So I would like the cynics and skeptics to explain that to me. Was it just good luck? Was it just one of those weird coincidences? Or is astrology in the ethers at all times? That awareness is there at all times, and again, it's available for the souls that are receptive to pick up on it. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the story, and certainly have a lot more to share in the future. All right. June's going to be a great month for all of us, and very exciting, particularly around the 19th of June, the 18th and 19th of June. There's a full moon and Mercury stationed, and the full moon is conjunct to Pluto, so it indicates some pretty powerful and profound news coming our way, 18th, 19th of June. All right, God bless. Take care.